Good morning. Today we are getting our water delivery.
No, es un poquito más arriba. Ahora voy y te... Sí, son unos IBCs negros.
It's going to be interesting because we have made some mistakes, I think, with the way we've set everything up, which is going to make delivery a little bit challenging. Okay, the guy's here. Okay, I need to go check all the valves are in the right position so that water goes where it's supposed to go. Okay, this tap is closed. This one needs to be closed, otherwise all the water ends up in the deposit. This one is closed. This one is shut. This one is shut. Okay, this one going to the garden is closed. So, they're up the hill filling. I could potentially open one valve over here and start filling up the tank near the house. Hola. Buen día.
Vale.
Hola. Is it easy?
It's quite heavy.
Yeah, the pipe. So here's the first one, which is draining into the one by the house.
Closed, by the way.
They're all closed. Okay, so when that one's empty, we could open. No?
That one's open, but all of them are closed, so they don't balance with each other.
Okay.
It's faster to fill them.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
We're gonna refill that one.
Yeah. So you have to like aim it when it starts falling by, like the water just starts falling and you have to like, or is there a pump?
No, it's a valve.
Ah, right.
It's not water down willy-nilly. Vale.
That lid is going on. Now I'm going to open this valve. Looks like we have a little bit of a leak, but doesn't look too bad. We can fix that. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, so before we do the big pressure reveal, I just wanted to take a moment to share with you a brand that I am so happy to be partnering with on this video. So I actually stopped using deodorant completely when this guy was in the NICU because it's really good for preemies to smell your natural, lovely, sweaty smell and all that. These animals would be quiet. And after that, I decided to switch to something with purely safe, natural ingredients, which is something I had been meaning to do for a little while, honestly, and it was the perfect chance to do that. Wild contains no aluminium or parabens, and it has really delicious but gentle smells, which I really love. This is the watermelon and elderflower spritz, and it smells divine. They're bringing out new flavors all the time, including limited editions, and I actually subscribe to get one sent to me every month. They ship all over the world. It's always really exciting getting a new smell, and honestly I spend less on deodorant than I probably would on normal conventional stuff, so I'm definitely not going back anytime soon. And it's just hassle free, you know, because there's no way I'm finding the kind of natural stuff that I want to be using in local shops around here, unfortunately. For this video they've been kind enough to send Mauro his own stick as well, also engraved with his name.
Have you mentioned that they spelled my name correctly? Yeah, I think I smell of their...
What's happening here exactly?
I like the smell. Yeah, it smells like, I don't remember the name. To me it's almond.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not like I just came out of the gym.
The refills just slot into your long-lasting little stick holder thing, and you're left with just a little piece of cardboard which can go in the compost. So super good for the environment. We love stuff that we can compost and doesn't produce any waste, so we love it. I do have a promo code Farmstead20. You can use it to get 20% off any wild products. Check out the link in my description to get started, and yeah, I really hope you like it because I really do. Alright, first test, the watering can test. What are our bets? Like insane pressure or?
It's not gonna be insane pressure, it's gonna be okay pressure.
Okay, let's go. Ah, it's insane!
Is it insane?
It's insane! I knew it! You thought it was gonna be rubbish.
I want to have a shower with that pressure.
You're gonna get clean. That's crazy. How quickly did I fill that? In like 3 seconds? Part B.
This is dangerous. It's too much power.
The hose pipe test. Never ever have we been able to just click a hose pipe onto a tap and just have water come out. This is the dream. This is the gardener's dream. I mean, I know it took us like 2 weeks of work to get here, but now we're here. Are you ready?
Do it. Are you gonna aim it at me? Don't do the joke of aiming the hose at me.
Okay, it's acceptable.
What I said.
Yeah, well, there's a lot more pipe here, but I mean, the tap is awesome. This is also pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably a little bit better than the pump.
Yeah.
I am very happy. Oh, little guy, save it! Your eyes. Careful with your little eyes. Shoot through the spooner. Shoot through the spooner. Whee! Bring it to me. Bring it to me. What do you think, Mal? Is it time? Shall we actually empty this deposit?
Well, we have our backup system in place, so yes.
Okay, are you ready to fish out some fish?
Oh, no. Well, what I'm doing now is watering the trees. You always do this of like, I'm gonna do something, and then you come up with a completely massive and different job. So no,
Okay.
we're not gonna do
But we
that.
are gonna start using this water like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it will soon reach the point where we have to go and get the fish out.
Yeah,
so.
but not now.
No, no, maybe
No,
tomorrow.
no.
Maybe
I've just
tomorrow.
been on my feet all day making pizzas. I'm not ready to do that.
Alright, let's start pumping out some water, I guess. Look, we're gonna get grapes at least on this one this year. It hasn't grown much, but it's got a lot of grapes on it. So this drip irrigation just got an upgrade. The water here is now coming from the IBCs at the top of the hill. Everything's connected, and the pressure is, yeah, a lot higher. So we do have a leak in our drip irrigation system. Take a guess where it is. It's the only patch of green in the entire field. It is very nice and lush over here. And surprise, surprise, it's one of these valves again, which I hate these. They're really hard to get on, and it's no surprise that it's leaking because I probably did my best and it probably wasn't good enough. The leak's over here. Ta-da! The hair's coming off.
Already don't like this.
Some of it's coming off. You look Mauro.
Tofu, you're next. Short on the sides for tofu.
Right, I'm going fishing. Okay, that was harder than I expected. We need a lot less water and a lot fewer hiding places. So I've been trying to pull out all of the plants that are growing in there, but this enormous mass here is just way too heavy. So we put this IBC here because I'm going to fill it with water and we're going to put the fish in here. It's going to be their temporary home. We put some shade material around it just to keep the water a bit cleaner. We're also going to put the plants in here as well that we want to save, the pond lilies. Okay, that'll do.
There's no snakes in it, right?
Hopefully zero snakes. Look how it's all like, this is all pond lily. Look how it's all just like grown out. Like that's also
that's coming
a plant.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It just goes crazy.
We could divide it and make loads, I think. That is super heavy. I cannot get it out. We need to like...
divide it.
Yeah, or just when the level gets super low, just drag that to this end. Okay. I caught one baby fish in that bucket.
Nice.
You eat?
There's lots of baby fish. Some really nice ones.
Yeah. Alright, that, just drop it in the IBC.
Ah, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay? Good luck.
Sorry.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a sort of bug.
Ooh!
Sort of alien life form.
Hello. Where is it?
There's all sorts of life in here. It smells almost fishy, this thing.
Yeah, it smells quite pondy. There's water now. I'll try and chuck it to the back. Whee! Well done. Enjoy your new life in there. Got a little leak situation. What is leaking? It's weird.
This one.
Huh. That's weird though, because that's not the part I would have expected to leak, the IBC cap. So yeah, we did have a few leaks. Mauro fixed the leaky IBC caps with Teflon tape, and I tried to do the same with this leaky valve. So we're getting a leak there, like quite a lot. It's not coming. It's not coming from where I expected either. That's kind of weird. Okay, I'm not sure what else I can do at the moment apart from just take it all apart and put it all back together. I've brought over a new piece of 32mm piping in case, like, I don't know, it's just the pipe that's the issue. Yeah, I don't have another valve to replace this with if there's something wrong with the valve, so I guess I'll just see what we can do for now. Okay, take two. I just want to use my tap in the garden, but I can't until I fix this leak, because if I have the water open going to the tap, then it's going to go to the leak as well. I do still think we need a valve somewhere else to control all the water coming into the garden though, because I've just had to go all the way back round the back of the house again to turn that valve off to test this. So something around the front of the house I think is definitely needed. We can see that now. Please don't be leaking, please don't be leaking. Oh, 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 oh. Yay! No leaks. And let's open this. These trees are going to get a soaking. It's one looks like it's a bit blocked. But this tree's dead anyway, so never mind. You're pointing the wrong way. This guy's doing well. This is one of the pears, I think. Honestly, most of the trees that we planted last year are doing pretty well. That hole is a little bit blocked. See, before, when we had all this drip irrigation set up, it was just coming with the pressure from the deposit, which is like, when it was full, like 1.5 meters of head. It wasn't enough pressure to keep like the drip irrigation holes clean and clear of mud and stuff, so I was constantly coming around and poking like a skewer up these holes and like opening them up more because they were getting mud and stuff in them. I don't think that's going to be a problem anymore. Someone's been taking refuge under here. Who have we got under here? Oh, you're big. It's not going to be damp here anymore. It's not going to be that wet here anymore. Sorry. Hope you find somewhere else to go. Okay, I'm just going up the hill so I can turn the valve off at the top so that I can fix the final little leak. And I just wanted to mention a few things that have come up in the previous video, or have just come up in the process of doing this job with the tanks and everything, because, well, just in case you're actually trying to learn something from watching us do this project. So firstly, this thought might have occurred to you as you saw us filling the IBCs with the massive pipe. It's really a good idea that we didn't stack them, because Mauro would have had to be on top of like 2 layers of IBCs, manoeuvring that pipe like on the top layer. Kind of related is the fact that the connections that we put in between all of these IBCs, we use 25mm pipe. Literally the only reason I use 25mm instead of something a little bit bigger is to save money on the connections and the pipe, but in the scheme of things that was just really stupid and pointless. It probably would have been like less than 10 euros I would have saved in total by choosing like a slightly thinner pipe. A bigger pipe would have obviously let like more water flow between the IBCs at any moment in time, and if we had got them stacked, that would have been really important, because as you were filling the top there would have been like a bottleneck as the water drained down to the bottom. It would have really slowed the delivery of the water down, and the guy probably would have charged us a load more for his time, because he would have been waiting for the whole load of the water at the top to drain down to the bottom. Another thing, Teflon tape on plastic connections. The internet and people in general are in two minds about this. I always thought and was told, and from my research, you don't need Teflon tape on plastic. It's like a plastic bottle lid. It just tightens by itself, like you don't need to seal it. This is more for like metal joints. However, we did have some drips, like I said earlier, and Teflon tape fixed them, so make of that what you will. Another point, silicone grease. We haven't been able to find any around here. By the time it would have arrived, if we'd ordered it online, we had fixed the problem with Teflon tape and brute strength, but silicone grease apparently is a thing. Apply it to the joints of things and it'll help you apparently tighten them up without having to use so much effort. That would have been really useful, but we're done now, but I just wanted to mention that. Final point is something that we did have in mind, and someone mentioned it on the comments as well, and I just thought it was worth bringing up because I think it's really important, and that is to consider your optimum water delivery when you set up your storage system. So we've got 12 IBCs up here, and we were aiming for a water delivery of 10,000 litres. We actually got 14,000 litres in the end, just because that was the cheapest deal. There's different people around here with different sources of water selling it at slightly different rates. It was cheaper to get 14,000 than 10. We were actually 1,000 litres of storage short to fit our 14,000 litre delivery. However, each of these tanks can contain a little bit more when you actually fill it up to the brim, 1,200 or something like that. So by the time we had literally filled these all to the top, we were actually fine with just 13 tanks. But yeah, I think it's something to consider. Maybe we would get a few more tanks up here just so that we've got that extra buffer, because we really don't have any buffer at all at the moment. So we would have to like empty all of these completely to fit another 14,000 in. So I think that's just something really important to bear in mind as well. Alright, this is what I came up here for, to turn this off. Okay, this is impossible. I've got an untightening job for the tightener. Here he comes, the tightener. I've got an untightening job for you. A loosening job, you might say.
Oh, I only tighten things. I don't untighten things.
That was
I don't know how to do it.
That was my fear, but let's see what we can do.
Can only turn. My muscles can only allow me to turn right. Are you sure it's that one? This one?
Well, no. Well.
Ah, so not this one. This
Yeah.
one. It's hard to hold tight.
Yeah. Could the problem be that we tightened it too much?
Yeah. I actually think that the problem is that we tightened it too much, not that we didn't tighten it enough. I'm sorry I'm so strong.
We thought you were a hero and you're actually the villain.
I think it's impossible. I just don't have good grip to actually do it. I think we need a tool.
Meanwhile, I continued trying to get as much water onto the garden as possible so that we would have a better chance at catching the fish. There was probably about 5,000 litres left in there to use, and I know that is a lot, and we definitely could have eked the remaining water out further, but being so shallow now, it was getting super warm, and I thought that probably wasn't good for the fish. So I really wanted to get them out as soon as possible, and also we were just really excited to get the deposit empty so we could officially start on the swimming pool project. Give the compost some water. This is our human manure pile. Hopefully you can't see too much what is in it. It's a little bit fresh, but it has got sawdust all over the top, so... Okay, I'm just going to let the hose run here for a little bit because it looks like this tree needs a little bit of water as well, so... This is a strawberry tree. It's looking a bit sorry for itself. I just really want this empty now. I've discovered a new joy in life. Hosing down these stepping stones when they get bits of mud and straw and stuff on them. It's a massive waste of water, but it's just extremely satisfying. Can't wait till we have the whole area in front of the house paved like that and I can just wash it down every day. I'm going to be very happy. Well, it looks like this thing is leaky. It is super old, but I didn't realise it wasn't watertight. It's around here, I think, is where it's coming out, and the cap doesn't seem to quite be 100% watertight, but yeah, you can see it dripping water there. So now I can see two options. Either we line this IBC with black plastic and give it another chance, which will probably work. Can't see why it wouldn't. Or the other option is using this old bathtub here, which used to be the wormery and now is not. It doesn't have a plug hole. Well, it has the hole. It doesn't have the fitting. Presumably I can find that pretty easily if I go to town tomorrow. So yeah, the bathtub is another option. If I can find the fitting for the bathtub, I feel like I might even prefer that because the bathtub full of water just feels like a little bit more of a more manageable quantity of water, but we'll see. Oh, back from your your mission. What did you get? What's that? Let's see. Is that it?
Brackets.
Not that. This.
Exciting stuff.
It is exciting because so now we can finish emptying the deposit. Let go, let go, let go, let go. Asante. What's this? The tightener has. The tightener has cheated. What else have we got in here? Bottled water. Yep.
Sad, but necessary.
Sad times. All the fountains are dry. And fresh washing. Exciting. Oh, that did something. I did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so easy.
I'm telling you, it was a matter of grip. It wasn't a matter of strength.
Yeah.
This is the tightener's best friend.
I've never seen a tool like that before, but it's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
It's just like a massive bit of rubber that just grips onto stuff.
Yeah, it's called a constrictor tool.
Massive pliers.
There we go.
Doggies, we don't need your help. Right, we're gonna go down on the water.
I can report my review of this very unassuming tool is that it works really well. It saves you a lot of hand pain, and yeah, it's great. So simple and yet so good. This time we didn't tighten as hard as last time because it was clearly a mistake. And now Harriet is going to turn on the valve at the top where the deposits are, and we'll see if it leaks. I also got a super long, don't know what these are called in English, but in Spanish are pico del oro, which is parrot's beak, the translation. I don't think it's called like that in English, but ooh, we have water. It's looking good. No leaks. It's looking good, Hot. A job well done. We fixed some more leaks, and now I'm doing a lap because we've unlocked a new paranoia, which is, are there leaks anywhere? So this is closed, so there's nothing here. Can you... Let's have a look. Yeah, this is fine. This tap is closed.
Did we fix the final leak? I think we might have done.
I think this is gonna be a new daily chore or weekly chore of
no.
checking for leaks.
No.
Yeah.
There you go. Frog ramp. Do you think they'll figure it out?
Probably.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to leave it there for this video. Didn't go exactly as planned. We had wanted to start putting some rubble into the deposit, getting it completely empty, and just, yeah, getting started, clearing up some rubble, and just getting started on the swimming pool project, basically. But it's taken longer than we thought to empty this last few thousand litres. I think, like, we've gone below the leak now, so nothing's leaking. It's just us using the water, and it's taken longer than we thought, so...
Yeah, we need less water in the tank to be able to catch the fish. They're
it's impossible.
quite smart.
Mauro had a go, but it just, yeah, still wasn't happening, even though we've got quite a bit less than we had the other day. And yeah, we will, just keep using the water. We're using as much as we can. We're pumping it out, watering trees, recharging the batteries, and basically just doing that again and again every day. But shouldn't be long now, we will get there. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time where hopefully we actually start on this. However, the good news to end this video is that my tap is back in action because we fixed all the leaks.